All right, let's talk about a super common headache in the AI world. You've got this brilliant AI, but sometimes it feels more like a confused librarian than a master navigator. Today, we're going to show you how to give it a compass so it can find exactly what it needs in that vast ocean of data you've given it.
So, you've been there, right? You've loaded up your AI with everything, all your docs, all your data. You ask it what seems like a simple question, and the answer that comes back is, well, it's a little off. Maybe it's outdated, or it's just not quite right. You know the correct answer is in there somewhere, so what gives?
Here's the thing. Your AI is basically adrift. Just picture this huge, endless ocean, and every single piece of information is a tiny little island. Without a map, without a compass, the AI is just swimming. It grabs the first piece of land it bumps into and hopes for the best. It's got access to everything, but it has absolutely no direction.
But what if we could give our AI that compass? What if we could hand it a really detailed map to navigate that sea? Well, it turns out we can. And that compass, that map, it's called metadata.
So what is metadata? It's really simple. It's just data about your data. Think of them as descriptive little sticky notes or tags you attach to your information. They don't change the info itself, but they add all this crucial context around it. You know, like the label on a folder that tells you what's inside.
Let's make this real. Take a look here. On the left, you've got a raw piece of text. It's just text. But on the right, that's what we'd call a smart chunk. The sentence is exactly the same, but now it's been enriched. It knows where it came from, it knows the date, it even knows the key topics it's about. It's the same information, but now it has an identity.
Okay, so how does adding these little tags actually help? Well, it has two incredibly powerful effects on how your AI works. And this is really where we go from just dumping data into a system to strategically designing how our AI actually thinks. First up, it massively improves retrieval accuracy. Instead of the AI just guessing which words seem like the right answer, it can use that hard context to find the most relevant information. And second, it unlocks incredibly powerful and precise filtering. It turns a wide, messy search into a surgical strike.
For instance, if you add a source tag, you can literally tell your AI, hey, only use information from the official framework HR document. Boom, you've just cut out all the noise and boosted your accuracy. Or, with a date tag, you could ask, what were our M&A policies before September 2025? That kind of precision it's impossible without metadata.
So we get why the map is important. But what does this thing actually look like when you're building it? Let's take a look at some of the most common and, honestly, most useful fields you can add.
These are the fundamentals, right? Source tells you where the data came from. Is it a trusted internal file or some random website? Super important. Date is an absolute must for finding the most current info. Author can help you track down who the experts are. And keywords? Think of these as the subject index for your entire data library. Incredibly powerful stuff.
And here's what this might actually look like in a real file. This little block of text at the top, sometimes called front matter, is just simple human-readable info. But to the AI, this is gold. It gets all the context it needs before it even starts reading the main content. It's such a simple technique, but the impact is huge.
Okay, let's just zoom out for a second here. Let's connect all these dots and talk about the big strategic takeaway from all of this. What's the real power here?
Here's the bottom line. Metadata isn't just some nice-to-have organizational tool. It is the fundamental key that unlocks the true power of your AI's memory, its vector store. Seriously, without good metadata, you are leaving a huge amount of performance on the table.
It really is a total shift in thinking. You're not just storing random chunks of data anymore. You're actually building an intelligent, interconnected knowledge base where the AI doesn't just know what a piece of information says, but it understands its context, its origin, and how it relates to everything else.
And really, that's the thought I want to leave you with. Your data, it has the answers. That's a given. But it's your metadata, your strategy, that determines whether your AI is smart enough to ask the right questions to go find them. It's not just a technical task, it's how you shape your AI's entire understanding of the world.